we just want to help based on this program. Kaya nga kami na-involved is because of this. You know, so
Actually, safe. Yeah, tsaka safety naman talaga.
talagang safety and that's all. It's not. And right now we're giving free retests, as you can see, simply because we want to really help. Please fix whatever needs to be fixed in your car for your safety. Bring it back, we test it for free. Then you can register.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Sarge from the Indios Filipinas Motorcycle Club, and right now we're here at TQM to conduct an interview and learn more about this fine establishment. Tara na!
Hello everybody, I'm Mike Chua. I'm the Operations Manager here at TQM Vehicle Inspection Center.
So the first question is, what services are done by TQM?
Well, the services done basically involves roadworthiness inspections. There are three types of, there's three purposes for this inspection. One of them is to establish identity, classification, and ownership to make sure na talagang nagmamatch naman yung mga ORCR information to the vehicle, including yung chassis number, engine number. Second is to determine the conformity ng mga dimension, weight, and obviously yung required natin na roadworthiness and emission standards. And finally, to encourage parang appropriate maintenance by mga owners.
How much would a regular inspection cost?
Okay, for a motorcycle, the inspection would be 600 pesos. But for light vehicle, up to 4,500 pounds, which includes sedan, SUVs, pickups, that would be 1,800 pesos.
What strategies do you do to reach your customers?
Well, besides that, it's already mandated by the government before registration renewal. Meron din kami mga customer service representative that would distribute flyers on all LTO offices right here in the NCR West.
How many bikes or cars can you accommodate in a day?
Okay, we did some time study and we believe we can service up to 400 vehicles and or 700 bikes, motorcycles on a 8-hour shift.
Saan nyo nakuha yung equipment nyo? Where did you get the equipment from?
So the equipment actually came from France, from a company called Accredited, and they are well known to supply this type of equipment all throughout the world. Yes.
There are a lot of bikes and cars that are customized. what is allowed and not allowed?
Well, right now, as long as it is road legal, it's really allowed. Yeah, so there's no really specific as far as bikes concerned. Now, a heavily customized bike, they have to go through our checklist, but we do have standards that we follow through LTO memos kung ano yung pwede, ano yung hindi. But we will inform the owner naman prior to inspection.
Most people ask if a big bike has an aftermarket exhaust, yung mga bagong pipes. How loud can the exhaust be para matanggap siya? Kasi di ba parang may decibel requirements kayo?
Yes, yes. As of now, the LTO's maximum limit for sound is 99 decibel.
99 decibels.
Yes.
So kapag lumampas doon, hindi pwede.
Yes. However, most of the, actually all of the big bikes that we tested passed.
When a customer has a big bike, actually this has been one of the concerns of most people, na when they have their bikes inspected, can they be the one to take it through the course? Kasi syempre mabigat yung bike,
Tama.
iningatan nila.
Tama. So, each center would have designated drivers which are trained to handle specific vehicles, not only cars but also bikes. And they go through training on how to handle big bikes as well. For our insurance liability, we need to operate the bike through the course. Because we don't want first any accident or damage to the equipment or the bike. And so they have been trained to do that. There are somehow other vehicles that are very specialty vehicles that are very sensitive, such as sports cars like Lamborghini and Ferrari. Those cars, we do need to get permission from head office to see if the owner can drive those vehicles.
Considering how you opened during the pandemic, what are the safety precautions that you take?
So we do have a memo from the IATF and LTO to follow strict safety guidelines, and it has been followed. As a matter of fact, before and after inspection, each vehicle or bike are being disinfected. And
Regularly nasa-sanitize yung ano?
yes, it comes with a UV system with the spray. So that's what we do, and not only that, but we use gloves so that for the drivers that would operate your vehicle, para lang for both safety ng mga drivers namin and also the owners.
Besides the legality behind it, why is it important to get your vehicle examined and examined?
The real purpose of this program is really to ensure public safety and to prevent accident caused by equipment failures. Parang ang purpose namin, kaya nag-join force ang mga partners, is yung kagandahan ng program, whereas we will be eliminating all the red tapes, and this time we are going to make sure or ensure yung public safety na and minimize yung mga nakikita natin sa mga road accident na preventable naman talaga. But, just with simple inspection like this, magkano lang naman yung babayaran natin, di ba? And it would save not only the driver's life but the people around them. Yun lang talaga ang purpose nito.
Thank you so much. That was well answered.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Okay, so yung process natin is we try to get the information from the owner para yung ORCR nila, and then we would encode that information sa system ng LTO. And then once na nakuha natin yung information na at nag-match naman sa LTO, automatically they can print out a ticket. It's like a pick ticket. So the ticket will then be transferred over to this booth, whereas one of the technicians responsible for the inspection, kailangan nila ng actual na fingerprint nila. And they need to be one of the NC2 certified na technician. So part of the test is we actually have to take pictures, both front and back. Okay? And to establish identification para yung license plate natin mag-match pa rin doon sa information ng ORCR na binigay sa atin ng client. The first is actually the visual inspection, which is what they did. After they test all the functions, light functions, take pictures, then they will go to the speedometer test. Okay. So after this, go to the next stage, which is the brake test. So the rear clamp will secure the rear tire for safety. So now the equipment would start, and the driver would sit at the back or stop. Testing the brake. Okay, you will see how it closes. Yes. We will start with the rear brake test.
Okay, rear naman.
It will tell you when to stop. Then it will measure the efficiency. Now once that's done, we will do the actual emission test. Then it will start to read the emission. Simultaneously, they'll do a headlight test. This is where the robotic equipment comes in. It searches for the headlight by itself, nothing manually controlled. It looks for the center and then it measures the luminosity and angle. Yes. And that would pretty much conclude the test.
Okay.
Now, at this point, we actually don't know the result until it gets printed out through the system.
Soon after.
As you can see, with this, you actually passed. The sound level only reached 91.1. 99 ang limit natin.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know, not all big bikes will have this problem. So, it's still the same for light vehicle testing. You have to undergo 3 different stages. The first stage is what we call the visual inspection. On the visual inspection, we have to check all the functioning components of the vehicle, such as the horn, lights, tail lights, brake lights, signal lights, wipers, windows, all of that needs to be checked. And another technician is gonna go down and check the undercarriage to make sure there's no leaks on any part or any broken or irregularities sa vehicle. Then during the test, these 2 platforms would actually move.
Okay, yeah.
It's moving while it's being inspected underneath to see if the steering component is broken. So that's the first stage. After the first stage, then they go through another setup test, which is the second stage. This is the side slip. The side slip step test is basically kung may problema talaga sa steering, gagalaw siya. So while the tire is going in, this platform, when you apply weight, it will move. Now, there's obviously an allowance parameter set by the LTO, which is 7 mm. That's it. That's the maximum allowance. From there, it goes to a suspension test, which is this. These two platforms will measure the shock absorber function, if it's still effective, and it will measure the effectiveness actually. After this, it will go to the brake test, similar to what we did on the motorcycle.
Yes, but this one's bigger, no?
Yes, because it has to occupy the light vehicle up to 4,500 pounds.
Okay.
So, through front and then through rear will be tested. Then finally, the speedometer test. The speedometer test is the same as what we did on the other side. You need to accelerate the car up to 40 kilometers an hour. Based on that, your speedometer reading, the computer will actually determine the actual speed. From this point, it will go through the next stage, which is the third stage and final.
Yes.
On the third stage is when we actually test the emission,
Yes.
which is this for diesel, and another one for gas. After the emission, we test the sound, and then after the sound, the headlights. That would conclude the test.
So there you have it, guys. This has been Sarge from Indios Filipinas Motorcycle Club. Be sure to check out TQM located here at Tank Street, UN Avenue, Paco, Manila. See you on the road. Ride safe lagi.